Hello everyone, hopefully an okay editor 357 here. And for today's Don't Stop December video, I am ranking the openings of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is my favorite series of all time, so I figured it would be fun to do a quick video on it during Don't Stop December. While discussing the openings, I may end up discussing specific story details, so I'll just say now, spoiler warning if you haven't seen Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. And if you haven't, please do yourself a favor and watch it. This video will still be here when you get back. All that being said, let's begin. In last place for the rankings is the second opening to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, Hologram. While I did choose this for last place in the rankings, I still love this opening so much. The song itself is just so catchy, and I think it really captures the adventurous vibe of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood's story. Don't get me wrong, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is a very serious story that deals with important topics and has some of the most well-written characters I've ever seen. But there's no denying that at times it can just be such a blast to experience. The more upbeat and lighthearted moments in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood's story are just as enjoyable as the more serious moments, just for very different reasons. We get to see the characters just be themselves, goof off, and adventure. And I think the song captures that feeling very well while also still conveying the serious and dramatic nature of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood's story through its lyrics and visuals. I think my favorite moment from this opening is the short fight between Edward, Gluttony, and Envy at the start of the chorus. It's just choreographed so well and is a great way to kick off the chorus to this great song. Up next in spot number 4 for the rankings is the third opening, Golden Time Lover. At first I didn't like this song, but by the time the next opening started, I found myself missing this upbeat, memorable song. The instrumentals especially for this song are just so unique. It's definitely not the type of song you'd expect in an anime like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, but it works so well. The lyrics too are great, talking about how you have to push through fate to achieve the victory you desire, which applies to the Elk brothers so well as they have to face insurmountable odds to reach their final goal of getting their bodies back. One of the strongest elements to this opening though is that the transitions between different clips are so good. They all feel so smooth and they can get really creative with how they use the camera angles, especially to transition to the next shot. Overall, Golden Time Lover is just such a unique, catchy opening that acts as a great halfway point to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood's story, and its amazing visual transitions are the best out of all the openings. Up next in spot number 3 for the rankings is the first opening again. This opening is so iconic that I don't even really feel like I need to talk about it much, but I'll try my best. The song itself is so good, starting with a somber tone which matches the tone set by the visuals and lyrics, before the chorus ramps up to an exciting pace that matches the epic scale of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood's story, that is matched with some excellent fight clips and other shots. The lyrics to the whole song too are great, starting by discussing the weight and consequences of sins, which obviously applies to the Elk brothers' attempt to revive their dead mother perfectly. Then the song's lyrics talk about how to fulfill one's goals, safety is no longer a guarantee as the road ahead will be filled with perilous obstacles, which again, is such a great tone setter for the beginning to Fullmetal's story of two kids who are in over their heads and now have to set out against no shortage of enemies and obstacles to regain what they lost. The opening also just has so many great shots that match the song and story so well. My personal favorite being the shot of Hohenheim that slowly pans farther back as he starts to turn around and walk away. All the reasons I just said is why again is my third favorite Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood opening. Up in the rankings in spot number 2 is the fifth and final opening, Rain. The song is just so beautiful and sets the stage perfectly for the final part of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood's story. The song itself is so beautiful and the instrumentals especially match with the visuals of the opening well. The lyrics reflect on the long and perilous journey that all the characters of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood have faced and everything they've lost. Their innocence and happiness drained away like warmth being drained away by cold rain. The song also asks how long this cycle of despair will continue. Will our characters ever find their happy endings or achieve their goals? Or will they be stuck in this cycle of violence and misery until they eventually die? These intense lyrics matched with Sid's beautiful vocals makes for an opening song that evokes emotions of sorrow and makes viewers wonder just what fates each of the characters will face. The visuals themselves are also fantastic. The first group shot of most of the characters being a great reminder of how much everyone has been through and who they lost along the way. For the most part, the rest of the shots have a real bleak atmosphere thanks to the lighting and color palette. Everything just looks so gray and dreary, which is a perfect match for the song and emotional stakes for the characters of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. There are a few shots though which bring more color and brightness to the opening, which is used wonderfully throughout the opening. Overall, I think this opening has the best combination of song and visual style that matches with the contents of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood's story. And it's a great opening for Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood to go out on. All those reasons is why Rain is my second favorite Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood opening. And up next in the rankings for my favorite opening is The fourth Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood opening, period. This song is just a perfect combination of emotional weight and pure hype. The beginning setting the stage for the epic story of the Alec brothers to continue, before moving into a slower paced verse reflecting on their journey up to this point, which then ramps up to the exciting chorus with amazing fight scenes and visuals throughout the entire thing. The lyrics to the song are great, starting by talking about how the journey these characters have been on seems endless, and every time they think they're close to their goals, another obstacle or complication appears. But the song continues saying despite that, with the powerful bond between brothers and bonds with the other characters of the series, there's nothing to be scared of because they will persevere together. They'll turn all their sorrow and despair into power and reach the future they want to see. These empowering and exciting lyrics are matched with some great visuals throughout the opening, and the fight scenes that happen during the chorus look so good. The choreography for each of the quick fight scenes is just on point, and the transitions and camera angles for each of these scenes are pretty good as well. The perfect balance between emotional and almost comforting lyrics matched with an unbelievably hype chorus and instrumental is why this opening is not only my favorite Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood opening, but my favorite anime opening ever. The amazing visuals and song just match the story of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood perfectly, and it's a great, exciting opening to remind you of how epic the story is before the equally amazing but slower and more emotional opening that ends the series. My personal favorite moments of this opening is the fight between Edward, Alphonse, and Pride, and the shot right before the chorus of all the characters appearing around Edward and Alphonse. Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I'm definitely not the best or most eloquent when it comes to describing why music or openings in general are good, but I just love Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood so much, and really feel like all the openings are amazing and deserve to be talked about. I hope I did the openings some justice at least. That being said, rankings are completely opinion-based, so please tell me what you thought of this video. Did you agree with my rankings or description of each openings? If not, comment down below your personal rankings for the Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood openings and anything else Fullmetal related you want to talk about. I never get tired of talking about this amazing series, so discussing it in the comments with everyone sounds like a great time. And if you enjoy this video, please give it a like and share, and if you would like to see more content from me, which is primarily visual novel reviews and anime related content, please consider subscribing to my channel and checking out some of my other videos. Thank you to everyone so much for watching this video, and see you guys in the next one, which, since it's Don't Stop December, is tomorrow.